Welcome back to the group chat.
Nathan Marshall with the Crusaders. Scott Robinson. Scott Robinson.
Close, rep straight off.
Conor McGregor, Israel Adesanya, John Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva.
Welcome back to the group chat. Odds on edition, Phil. Looking ahead to the weekend and the big one for all the Formula One junkies out there. Finale, three-way, Abu Dhabi. And I've been looking into this, and the F1 season coming down to the final race to crown a champion has been a rarity, especially in the modern Formula One era. It's only happened twice in the last 10, 15 years. 2007, which had two McLarens in it, and it was a three-way. And then again in 2021 with the Verstappen Hamilton scenario playing out in Abu Dhabi. So we're set for a big one there, no doubt. Kiwi Derby.
Triangle.
Kiwi Derby as well. EPL, UFC 323. It's a little bit going on. What are you kind of diving into this weekend without your beloved Springboks?
It's all about the Kiwi Derby. And it's all about UFC 323. And then F1's technically on Monday, so I don't factor that into my weekend.
What about qualifying and all that happening over the weekend?
And then you obviously probably, it's what, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., so you probably do stay up or whatever.
I think I will be watching the Formula One, to be honest.
You have to.
Yeah. I think so.
Of course, it comes down to the last race.
Yeah.
Drive to survive. It's all coming down to the final race.
Yeah. I
can't wait.
The Drive to Survive season. Did I say that on Tuesday? When the Drive to Survive on Netflix comes out for this season just gone. It's going to be a good season when you see all the McLaren stuff going on and basically tripping themselves up and making it a tough stretch. You've got the Red Bull drama with Christian Horner being dumped, and then you've got Liam Lawson starting a Red Bull, moving down. Sonoda, now they've sorted out the seats for next year. Hadjar taking over. Sonoda going to sim racing. Like, there's plenty going on. Hamilton's first season with Ferrari. It'll be a big Drive to Survive season, in fairness.
Yeah.
I might as well get stuck into this F1 then while we're on it. So, the history of the race. Verstappen won 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 4 on the trot before Lando Norris won it last year, and the last 5 races have been won from pole position. So it's pretty important that qualifying to start at the front of the grid. But when these little love triangles, like you said, kind of happen in Formula One, like I said, it's a rarity, but when it does happen, chaos usually follows. Like the safety car procedure with the Hamilton Verstappen thing under the lights in Abu Dhabi 2021. I was reading up on the 2007 debacle with McLaren having 2 drivers in the race and then losing out. Both drivers losing out in 2007. So, I don't know. Chaos usually happens, and the person that'll suit the most this weekend is Oscar Piastri, because he needs a lot to go his way.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
But have you looked into it at all?
Well, obviously, what we talked about on Tuesday. The short summary is Norris needs to at least podium. Verstappen will want to win. Whatever happens after that is whatever.
Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting when you have Verstappen, winning 4 of the last 5, and then Lando Norris winning last year at Abu Dhabi. So it's spicy. And I don't know if Verstappen hates Norris enough just to whack him off the track and then let Piastri take it all and they get disqualified. But it's been that sort of season. It's almost like it's McLaren's to lose.
Yeah.
And they do love throwing wins away. So you can see a world where Verstappen wins and Norris comes and podiums anyway, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah, so Lando, if he's stepping foot on the podium, he is your driver's champion for 2025, regardless of any other results. If he is in the top 3, if he places, it's his.
Imagine Piastri just blocks him off podium.
Bruh.
just one thing to happen in the race that just ticks him off. He goes, no.
Nope, no thank you. Like what? Piastri running in third, Norris in fourth, and it's like, okay, Piastri, you're not going to win the Drivers' Championship. This is team radio.
Yeah.
Oscar, you can't win. Let Lando through. No.
This is ridiculous.
Why are we being treated unfairly?
All season it's been like this, all season. And then just box him off.
Yeah, imagine that. And then, one of them has to leave. At the end of the year, like, you can't go into a 2026 season.
All it takes is, I don't know, McLaren to make one decision, tick one of them off, and then they just go against each other.
Yeah.
And then Max just cruises on in. But all it takes is a podium for Norris, so let's see.
The tail of the tape is McLaren shooting themselves in the foot all season long, though. And the most recent example was last week in Qatar. The wrong pit stop strategy basically didn't follow the trend, didn't follow the pack in, and it cost them.
Yeah.
And I think what it comes down to, like I said, all the chaos and stuff, it makes it very hard to predict. And McLaren should be, in theory, good around this racetrack. But when it comes to decision making,
They're like Ferrari.
McLaren, they're like Ferrari, where you basically are starting on plan C.
Yeah.
And you don't know what plan A or B were. I think the pressure will be too much for them. So I think the world I see is the world that you had just said before. Verstappen wins, Lando fighting for a podium position. Whether it's second or third, I don't know.
They got the cars for it.
They do.
They got the drivers for it. Do they have the strategy?
It's the top 2 inches for McLaren, and it's whatever kind of strategy they run out. I think Verstappen and Red Bull have been there enough times now. What is he? Multi-time world champion, Max.
He's just a freak.
He knows how to handle this. He will go into this race like it's any other race. This doesn't affect him in any other way, where this is, like you said, McLaren's to lose.
Yep.
Lando's to lose.
Yep.
Oscar's to win, to be fair. Like, he goes out there with absolutely nothing to lose. He needs everything to go his way. And if it doesn't, wow, too bad. Have another go next year. But this is Lando's race to lose. And when you've got Max Verstappen on your tail, with the experience he's got, I don't know. I say I don't know. I do know. I think it's going to be Verstappen that wins. And I think he's going to have a lot of the Formula One world
wins the race or wins the championship.
He wins the race. Yep. Whether he wins the championship or not, I think people will want to see him do it, because it's funny to see McLaren's downfall from where they've been. Whether or not McLaren have learnt or not, that's to be figured out on Monday. But I'll tell you what, there can be a draw. There can be a tie. Verstappen finishes second, Norris fourth. And they'll end up on the same amount of points. Even if Piastri wins, Norris and Verstappen will be tied. Do you know what the tiebreakers are?
Is it just whoever's won the most races, first and foremost?
Yes.
And then what, second to that, most podiums? Or
Yeah, so it comes down to races won.
Yeah.
The only way it can be a tie is if neither Lando or Max win. They're tied on 7 race wins. So then it comes down to most second places, which is in Lando's favour. So if we do get a Verstappen in second, Lando in fourth, Lando will win the championship as well, based on a tiebreaker rule.
Okay.
So keep that in the back of your mind when you're watching in the early hours of Monday morning.
Spicy.
Absolutely.
And Hulkenberg wins it all. Bang.
There's 15 drivers going off the track. Oh, Hulkenberg comes through. Liam Lawson
second.
Oh my God, they're fighting for the title.
Yeah.
It's 2030. Liam Lawson and Hulkenberg are battling it out in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to see who wins the Drivers' Championship. All right, shall we get into this Kiwi Derby then? Are we...
Rip into it, mate.
Are we chanting, Phoenix get battered everywhere they go? Because last time they went there, they lost 6-1.
Yeah. Well, it's 4-0 in the series, isn't it?
It is.
Which isn't great. So, at minimum, Phoenix want to take a point away.
Yep.
Ideally, they want all 3 points. Go 4-1 in the Derby sort of score sheet. And it's a good point for them to do so, with obviously Auckland FC losing to bottom of the table. Newcastle conceded 2 goals there in the wet, the rain, the tsunami, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And then Wellington coming off a 2-1 win over, fourth place Adelaide. So finally scoring some goals.
Yeah.
Getting some good wins. Seems like a good point in time for the Knicks to actually get some points over Auckland here.
Yeah. Basically, the opposite results, right? Auckland FC losing at bottom of the table, Wellington winning to a top 4 team. Both at home. I've checked the weather. Meant to be 24 degrees in Auckland. A little bit of sun, maybe a little bit of hint of cloud, but it's a 5 p.m. kickoff, so hopefully we've got a nice, clear evening. Good chance to get some quality football under our belts rather than the tsunami of last week where they were playing in a pond and the ball was not travelling at all. So, yeah, first time ever that the Knicks have won the same weekend Auckland FC have lost. So, like you said, it's a great chance for the Knicks with some momentum to go and steal a point or 3 from Auckland, who've been on the back of some disappointing results.
Yep. Draw and a loss in their last 2, both at home as well.
Yeah. So, Auckland FC will be looking at this game as a chance to revitalise the start of their season. Kick-start it off again.
Try
get
to
a positive
5-0.
result. 5-0. You wrap the series up early as well. Best of 3 games. And the Knicks, well, they will most certainly be out for revenge after not being able to get the job done. 2-1 at home, 9 men.
Conceding early doors, losing against 9 men.
Well, I think all factors point to an Auckland FC win, but I'm happy to hear you argue otherwise. Or are you siding with that?
I think it's as I say, it's a good chance for next year, the second best chance of the season. When you have obviously Auckland coming off a loss and a draw both at home, this is a chance to take some points off them. So whether that's a draw or a win, probably less likely, but I can definitely see them taking a point off them here. Both teams scoring. They don't feel Auckland as secure at the back as days gone by last season. Wellington finally starting to put some goals in the net, so they have 3 all around the park. It's purely based on their strat against Auckland. Can't be doing the kitchen sink against Auckland. It's too easy.
So from a betting angle, what are you thinking?
Both teams to score.
Yeah.
That's all I can commit to. Next, we're paying, $5 something to win.
Really? Are they $5?
Yeah.
I guess
it's
you've not beaten them.
It's 4-0.
And you've been battered at Mount Smart before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I just...
Confidence booster, that Adelaide win. Massive confidence booster. 580 to win against Auckland. A 4-10 draw. That's value, a draw. Both teams to score. Yes, probably Auckland win it, whatever. But Wellington have a serious chance going up north.
Yeah. I don't disagree with any of that. I do think the Knicks will be in with a proper chance. I just wonder if Auckland FC live in their head rent-free and there are some scars that need to be healed for the Phoenix. You lose the inaugural derby at home, at Sky Stadium in front of 30,000. You then go up to Auckland, you lose again. You then go up to Auckland and you get pumped 6-1. You lose the series 3-0.
Clean sweep.
You then go again. Let's run it back for the new season. Positive stuff. We're at home for the first derby again. Concede in the first minute. All right, we get one back. Nice. Cool. 1-1. 2-1 down. All right, we're now coming up against 9 men and you still can't figure out a way to win. If you've not figured out...
That first red card was 50th minute as well.
If you've not figured out a way to win against Auckland yet, do you ever? I just feel like there's so many scars for them to overcome.
There is. But again, those are all lessons.
Yep.
And in theory, they should be improving on those lessons. So,
well, yeah, you'd hope so. From a betting angle, I don't know who wins. I feel like it's in Auckland FC's favour, but I've gone either team to win in the correct score combo markets: 2-1, 3-1, or 3-2 at $2.80. So I'm thinking goals, like you said. Neither team's looking that solid at the back. Both teams scoring goals, though. And it's actually turned out to be one of the most compelling derbies in the league now, which is nice, which is what New Zealand football wants.
Yeah.
And if we get a good game at Mount Smart, goals galore, tight one, I think it's going to benefit football even more.
Yeah.
I want to see the Knicks win, so the third derby has that little bit extra.
Even a draw would do that.
Yes.
Because then you can still play for the win in the final game. Lost one, drawn one. Try win the last. There's still enough in there. And I think they can scrape a draw. Can they win?
At $5, the odds say no.
Yeah.
The odds say no. You sprinkle a little bit on the $5 mark? I didn't realise that $5. I might have to. Wear my Auckland jersey. Celebrating Knicks goals at $5. Is that rogue?
What's rogue?
Wearing an Auckland jersey at the game, celebrating a Knicks goal because you want them to win at $5.
It's a little bit rogue.
Do you then take off the Auckland jersey and you've got your Phoenix jersey on
That's
underneath?
even more rogue. This is just getting worse. Yeah, see some goals. I think a draw would be good. And it's not bad value for 420. Or 410, sorry. Sets up the third game. It's good enough. That's good enough for the Knicks, I think.
Nice. Okay, Premier League action then. Happening at the moment.
Jeepers.
We've got an abundance of football. Round 15 will be getting underway, Sunday night? But round 14 going on at the moment. Games are just finishing. I just want to get an update on the scores before we get into round 15. Newcastle Spurs 2-2 yesterday. Everton Bournemouth 1-0 to Everton. Man City Fulham 4-5. What a crazy game that was. Man City coming out on top. Arsenal finish off 2-0 with a Saka goal in the 91st minute against Brentford. Aston Villa finish 3-4 against Brighton away from home. Crystal Palace 1-0. Nottingham Forest found a winner in the 72nd minute, 1-0 against Wolves. Wolves still without a win this season. Sunderland Liverpool still 0-0. Chelsea have just got one back in the form of Pedro Neto, 2-1 against Leeds.
That's probably the most surprising one there.
Yeah.
Outside of obviously the 4-5.
Absolutely.
Leeds leading Chelsea.
Leeds are in kind of fight or flight at the moment. Like they need to get a couple wins under their belt to avoid really cementing themselves in that drop zone.
They lost 4 of their last 5.
Mm.
You were up 2-0 against Chelsea. Crazy.
Pedro Neto. I did tip Pedro Neto to score though. I can't remember if I paired that with a Chelsea win or not. Hopefully not. I did. Pedro Neto to score, Chelsea to win at $5. It can still happen. We've seen some crazy games. And then tomorrow, United versus West Ham at Old Trafford.
Gimme.
So what are we watching football wise? You've been watching it midweek and we'll be running it into the weekend. Who have United got on the weekend?
Oh, they've got the Hammers tomorrow. And then Wolves?
Oh, that's an easy 3 points. If you got Wolves.
Should be an easy 6 points. So hopefully want to see some goals, want to see a clean sheet at home against West Ham.
Yep.
They won't have Paqueta.
Nope.
Surely. Just a clean sheet would be good again.
West Ham did the double over United last season.
Yep.
Just putting that out there.
Yep.
And they have the better form over the last 5 games as well.
West Ham. How so?
Over the last 5 games, if I did my maths correct, I believe we're talking all competitions here.
Oh, jeez.
They've had the better form, but
Man United don't play in any other comps. What the hell?
What that stat doesn't show though is their form on the road.
Yeah,
because they've been at home a lot recently. The Hammers, when they go on the road, they have been pretty terrible with a 4-game winless streak on the road. So I'm backing United. I'm just putting this out there. Yeah. I'm just saying I'm backing United, but
surely. Hopefully we get Cunha back as well. The starting lineup would be good.
Nice.
2-0, come on.
2-0, and then what is your score prediction against Wolves? Nottingham just beat them 1-0 in Molineux Stadium.
Yeah. Oh dear, the Wolves. I don't know, Wolves, I feel like are still threatening on the attack. But they don't really score.
No, they don't. They don't win games either.
They don't, but they I feel like they have the talent. It's not clicking for them whatsoever. I don't know where to put them. Really, they concede left, right, centre. We should... I know we're travelling, but should be another 2-0.
Back-to-back 2-0 wins. Cunha scores. Fernandez scores.
If not 3, I mean, they're just not scoring. When last did they score?
Who, Wolves? Are you looking at the moment?
EFL Cup.
Oof. Did they score in the month of November?
Scored 3 times against Chelsea in the EFL Cup, who had a red card. Scored twice against Burnley back in.
Shock. Chelsea with a red card. Absolute shocker.
Yeah. But I mean, like, guys like Strand Larsen are decent. Who is it? Semenyo also decent.
Mm-hmm.
Just not really scoring.
They didn't score in the Premier League in the month of November.
Wow, there you go. So hopefully, 2 clean sheets for United. But, I mean, it is United, so...
The last Premier League goal they scored was on the 27th of October when they lost 3-2 to Burnley. And then at the start of October when they drew 1-1 with Brighton. So they've scored 3 goals in the Premier League in a little under 2 months.
When did they get their new coach? November?
Yeah.
From what game?
Oh, that is tough. Minus 22 goal difference.
Anyway.
Yeah,
hopefully... some goals and some clean sheets coming United's way. We're heading that period now. We've got through the harder teams. Let's start racking up some points.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Arsenal travel to Villa Park to take on Aston Villa.
That'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to that.
Game. And Aston Villa are paying $4 to win.
Yeah.
Kind of depends what sort of lineup. I mean, that showed tonight against Brentford.
No, it was Brighton.
Oh, Arsenal. Sorry.
Yes,
Arsenal playing Brentford. That you play around with the lineups a little bit. You bring Saka off the bench and, still good enough to beat these teams 2-0. It depends how our centre-back pairing looks. But you'd think... I don't know, Arsenal get through this one with another win. We're laughing. We're laughing at Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy days. A point away at Villa, the way they're playing at the moment, they got through that early season woes. And are now actually finding some really decent form. But the fact that they just beat Brighton at home 4-3, and Brighton haven't lost at home all season, is a bit of a scary thought. You're getting 4 goals, and now Arsenal's defence is looking a little bit shaky. Reyes having to make a few more saves, face a few more shots on target than he did last month. What was it, October? He faced 1 shot on target or something. He's being brought into a little bit more work this last little stretch. And it's been a tough lot of games. Bayern Munich, Spurs, Chelsea, now Aston Villa, who are finding some form. I'd be happy if Arsenal get a point. I'd be ecstatic if they get 3.
Yeah.
I'm paying $1.91 to beat Villa as well, which I think is a reasonable price.
It is, yeah. But yeah, you can see they can come back even 2-0 down there. Been putting, 3 or 4. And now I think that game was sort of 4-3. The other one, Spurs-Brentford. Brentford, disappointing. Deciding to rest Igor. Thiago deciding to rest, Damsgaard. Really disappointing.
Yeah. It's almost a throwaway game for them, this,
it is.
in the end.
It is. Which, it's sad. You can understand it with the tight turnaround. They then have to go play Tottenham. So it's back-to-back tough games. And obviously perceives themselves as having a better opportunity against Spurs, but very defensive mindset. Did take a great save from Raya from their set piece. But you want them unleashing their attack.
Absolutely.
It's just disappointing to and also disappointing for their fans. I mean, they were looking at that just being like, why have we just thrown this game away? That's disappointing. Not even giving ourselves a chance.
Tell you what, it boosts Arsenal's ego and it degrades Tottenham's because you got two North London teams and you're choosing to basically default against one to give yourself a
They are
better
the
chance
league
against the
leaders,
other.
though. I mean, they're the league leaders. They hardly concede. They get another clean sheet.
Barely. But yeah, another clean sheet.
Yeah.
Just.
And there was something I saw on Twitter as well about Michael Moreno. Well, he's got about 28, 29 goals and assists for 2025.
Mate, He is so good.
Who needs Gyökeres? And someone said, whichever youth coach made Michael Moreno a midfielder robbed football of one of the greatest strikers of the generation. And I back it up. I told you how much I like this guy. Probably one of the few Arsenal players I actually like. He's just lethal.
He's
such a good finisher.
Yeah.
And just seems like someone who cares a lot for the badge and the club. And what did he even say? He was like, I'll play wherever the club wants me to play. And he goes and just scores goals. And guy's a beast.
He is a beast. And those are the guys attitude you want.
Yeah.
Someone who's a beast like that, but a good attitude that'll just play wherever you want them to.
Yeah.
Put me in centre back, I'll take it. Put me at left back, I'll find a way to score a goal from there. And then up at striker while Gyökeres is bench warming. And he is doing a job. Absolutely. It's so good. So good.
Other game, I think, Fulham Crystal Palace. It's a good one.
Good one on the way. Fulham beat City, man. I really wanted them to find that equaliser. Anyway. Let's do UFC then, shall we? 3-2-3. We've got 2 title fights. Pantoja versus Joshua Van and Merab versus Peter Yan. Champs are favourites. And the super boost on Merab, which I'm sure you'll talk about, but let's hear it. What do we got? 2 fights? Are you looking at others on the card, or?
Yeah, 2 big title fights, 2 current champs, and then you've got 4 former champs in the main card in total. Each of the 3 non-title main card fights feature former champs, and they're sort of facing up-and-comers, contenders, however you want to describe them. Exciting fighters that are on the rise. So it's a great mix. It's a great mix-up. It's a great matchup. Yan and Dvalishvili running it back since 2023. Yes, Merab by points, super boost at $2. Very tasty. Obviously, the last fight they had, Yan was sort of discussing, I was at 50%. I wasn't good. I was compromised with injury.
Why is that always the excuse whenever someone loses? Nah, I wasn't at 100%. Just own it, be like, well, I'm better now. Where I was in 2023 was not the best version of myself. I feel like I'm in a much better spot rather than being like, I was 50%. Anyway, sorry.
I kind of believe him, but at the same time, Merab has only gotten better. He pieced him up then. He's a good chance of piecing him up now. He's just, well, by his nickname, a machine. There's no doubt about it. And is a champ for a reason. Peter Yan, though, has only ever lost by decision and a disqualification. He's never lost any other way. This guy's a dog. He'll go to the nth degree. I really like this fighter. I kind of believe him that, he was probably injury impaired. 50%, I'm not so sure on. I just think Merab did one over him, and maybe he lacked a bit of confidence in that fight, which is unlike Yan because he will go to the end every time.
What was his injury?
I don't know. I just remember him being like, I was only 50%. I was just had various injuries. I wasn't at my top.
He had a little fingernail, something or other.
Who knows? But as I say, in that time, Merab has only gotten better and is set to defend his belt for the 4th time in a calendar year, which is a UFC record.
Love that. That's what you love to see.
On a 14-fight win streak and has won 12 by decision.
Active champs just makes the world go round.
Really does.
That's what you want to see.
Guys like him, Israel Adesanya when he was champ, super active, keep the division moving, unlike certain other champs. Pantoja.
Yeah.
Joshua Van. Pantoja 8-fight win streak. 4 of those by submission, 4 by decision. Pantoja by submission or points is $1.54.
Yeah.
Not a bad get. Like many other fighters, Van has also promised to win by knockout and shock the world. Super, super exciting fighter. Holds the UFC record for most strikes landed per minute. 8.86 strikes.
Damn.
He's 8-1 in the UFC, winning 6 by decision, 2 by knockout from his professional record of 15-2. He has won 7 by KO.
Okay.
Pantoja has never been knocked out. However, if he does what he says he's going to do, it's paying $5.60. Give Pantoja, the current champ,
his first ever KO defeat.
First ever KO defeat.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy. So then we move on.
These guys that are not getting knocked out, is that because they just really take it to the floor and they're just wrestling around? And it's hard to get KOs
I think
from
so,
that
and also
position,
you're
like-
so dominant as well. Pantoja has the most wins and finishes in the division. 14 wins, 8 finishes, 6 via sub.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're winning, you're not getting knocked out. That's UFC maths for you. But I just think,
Girl
yes,
math.
the submission is part of it, but also they're just smart fighters. Make as less damage as possible, dictate the octagon, dictate the control time, get the finishes. Pantoja is just an animal. But he comes up against a young animal himself, like Joshua Van. This guy's a serious threat. So we saw, 2 weeks ago, Leon Edwards, former champ, received his first knockout in his career.
Yeah.
It can happen. It does happen.
As he get older, how old is Leon Edwards now? He was kind of ticking on, wasn't he? And
he's in his 30s. I don't think he's that old, but I just think he's had a bad run of performances. Pantoja has not had a bad run. So
coming in on different forms.
Man, anything can happen, but I do think Pantoja by points or submission is a good get. And as I say, if Josh reckons he's going to knock him out at $5.60, not bad.
Yeah,
throw a little bone towards that as well. I
think that's where I'd be looking at it. If Van's as exciting as he's kind of making it out to be, and talking his talk, like that's as a casual UFC fan, that's what you want to see. You want to see guys walk in. Underdog story as well. You want to see these guys take it to the champ, execute what they say they're going to do, and say, "Oh, I'm going to knock this prick out." Yeah, bang. Yeah. The belt was mine.
It's actually moved to $6 now. Joshua Van by KO TKO. That's good to see.
Throw it at it.
The points at 550. I don't see Josh winning by points. I know he's got the highest strike rate per minute, or strikes landed per minute. Pantoja is an unreal champ.
Strikes and total strikes and stuff markets, don't we?
Yep.
Were they at
strike markets? Yep. Significant strikes.
That would be a way to punt that fight, wouldn't it? You're
maybe.
At the Josh Van total strikes. Significant strikes. What do we got? Total strikes landed. Joshua Van. Like, was he going to land more than 100 strikes? Paying $1.32.
Well, the thing about the UFC is that he could get finished in the first round. And that's a risky run in the UFC. If it goes to full 5, or easy peasy, he'll double that. If not triple.
200 plus strikes.
Yeah.
$1.77.
Yeah.
Now, if we do quick math...
So he's doing that in 3-round fights. Obviously, he's coming up against a champion. He could be locked up. How much control time is he receiving? How many times is he being taken down? That will affect his strikes.
He's doing 8 strikes a minute on average. 5-minute rounds, quick math. We're talking 40 strikes a round. 5 rounds gives you 200. That's UFC math.
Yeah.
But he's going to be on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it going 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Interesting. Significant strikes, though. How many significant strikes is he landing? Because we're at 100. Oh, my God. 100 significant strikes is only paying $1.62. This guy, does he just throw hands?
Yep.
Genuinely, just...
Yep.
Wow.
And he's very quick, very rapid, and that's why I think there's a chance here. Pantoja, bread and butter, trap him down, lock him up. Don't let those hands fly. Pantoja is a champ for a reason, but all it takes is one punch, really.
One punch.
Unfortunately.
What if you're looking at takedowns for Pantoja? You know, 3+ takedowns, $1.72, 4+ at $2.15.
How much is 3+?
$1.72.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess you got to take into account Joshua Van's takedown defense.
He's quick. He's good on his feet.
Yeah.
I mean, Pantoja had 3 takedowns against Kai Kara France within 3. Submitted him within 3 as well. 3 against Kai Asakura. That was within 2. And then he had 9 against Steve. They went the full 5.
Yeah, okay. So you're getting a full 5-round fight, and
it's spicy. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
What time does that start? Sunday morning? Is it Sunday morning? Sunday afternoon?
It's in the afternoon.
Nice.
Probably main card 3 or 4, and then Bogdan Guskov 18-3 on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC. 3 fights by KO TKO. Has won 14 of his 18 professional fights by knockout.
That's nice.
But he's up against Jan Blachowicz, a former champ, who has only been KO'd once in his UFC career. Spicy matchup. So, yeah. Locks, Pantoja by submission or points. Laugh, Van by KO TKO for $6.
Wow.
Henry Cejudo to shut down a prospect would be a laugh after his roller coaster of a career at $3.25. And Nazim Zadikov at $2.10. He's 11-1 and his 8 wins by KO TKO.
Oh, and he's at $2.10.
Plenty of value around there. Yes.
So that's your locks and laughs done. Fully UFC focused.
Yep.
Have you got other ones? Because we might as well move on to the locks and laughs then.
No, just Brandon Moreno and obviously Henry Cejudo, who I touched on there and there as well. They take part of that former champ status.
Yep.
Brandon Moreno up against Tatsuro Taira, 17-1. Henry Cejudo up against Peyton Tolbert, 10-1. It's a great little PPV we've got going on.
Beautiful. And then what is it? Starting next year, is it on Disney Plus, Paramount? It's just all
Paramount.
UFC.
Paramount.
No more pay-per-views, baby.
Yep.
No more PPVs.
Supposedly.
All right, my lock, SEC Championship football. That's college football, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
College football down in the South.
South Carolina College.
It's
football.
Georgia versus Alabama. So we're talking down south.
Getting the smoking.
Yeah. There'll be a big old tailgate going on. It's at Georgia. College game days there. It's going to be a whole thing. Huge.
Baby back ribs.
In the last 14 SEC championship games, one of these teams have featured. It'll be, I think, like the 10th or 11th time they've met in the final. Kirby Smart, head coach of Georgia. He's 1-7 against Alabama all the time.
So not that smart.
Kirby, not that smart. Doesn't know how to beat Alabama. Unless it's in... So this is an SEC championship final. Then there's the college football playoffs finals. Championship game, which is in January. So it's like you've got your conferences. Divisions. Yeah. So it's that sort of vibe.
Okay.
Kirby Smart only beat Alabama in the college football final playoff. It's the only time he's ever beaten them. Alabama are underdogs. And have already played Georgia this season, handed them their only loss. They beat them 24-21.
Close.
In Georgia as well. Now, I'm just going to go with Alabama to win. Roll the tide, baby. I think the way that they've been playing, they're the only team to beat Georgia. The history's on their side. They don't really lose to Georgia either. So I'm going to go Alabama to win the SEC championship. $2.10 as my lock.
Nice.
It's going to be a tight game, no doubt. And then my laugh pays $56.
Okay, this is a multi.
Single.
What?
Auckland FC.
To win by 4-0.
6-1. A repeat of last time.
Oh, well.
6-1. Final score, $56.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Into the Super Boosts. The only one we've got on the side at the moment is Mirab to win by points, $1.50 to $2. You're going to be all over that, aren't you?
Already.
And then I'm sure there'll be more, no doubt, throughout the weekend. So keep an eye on the Super Boosts page. That is all. Have a good weekend. If you are going to have a punt, do it responsibly.
YTAC to win the Mufasa Classic.
Okay.
Craig Grills pays the bills, supposedly, $3.30.
It's very rare we get a wee thoroughbred tip on the odds on. For the most part, they tend to do okay. So we're getting on YTAC in the Mufasa Classic.
Locking it in.
That's at Trentham. Nice. Lock it in.
Hopefully not too much rain.
I think it's actually meant to be okay this weekend down here. The rain should have passed by now. So that is that. If you're going to have a punt, do it responsibly. Have some fun while doing it. Our bets will be on our Bet Social profile, of course. If you do want to follow along, you can straight from there. Good luck for the weekend.